GinaHall, you are from NorCal, and you really grew up racing in this heritage and in this culture, and it's a lot like New England. If you don't race cross, you're really not a bike racer in NorCal. Tell me about that heritage.
Well, it is similar to New England in that we've had a really strong cyclocross scene for years and years, and I have some real idols here that have been racing cross for probably 20 years, and I really look up to them, and that's how I really got into cross. One guy in particular, Pineapple Bob, he's just been this cross fanatic, and he kind of drugged me over there from mountain biking and from road, and so it's kind of like this counterculture of cycling in this area, and it's kind of how mountain biking used to be, where you have everyone that comes to the race stay and watch the other races. It's more of a family atmosphere, and it's a blast. We have a really good time.
For you to get into this sport, you've seen it go through a lot of things. Racing in the Presidio when there was huge crowds back then had to be a big thrill for you. But even today, this series has really grown, and to have a big series like this one, tell me about having a great thing like the Bay Area Super Prestige Series right here, where you get to just drive an hour to get to most of the races.
It's very wonderful not to have to fly anywhere to get to a big race, so I really, really enjoy and appreciate that. And it has. A couple years ago, we had a really big race in San Francisco. I remember speaking to people that had walked in off the street, and they were asking me, what is this? What's going on? So it's grown from that quite a bit, and now we have this UCI series, and I think it's just going to continue to grow. It's such a great spectator sport.
I talk a lot about signal to noise ratio, that if you're an up-and-coming athlete, cross is a great idea in terms of just being able to promote and to sell yourself to sponsors. A lot of riders don't take advantage of it. You're now retiring, and if you were coaching a young up-and-coming female racer, you'd have to suggest cross. Tell me why, from a business and sponsorship perspective.
Well, it's kind of an off-season type of cycling, so it gets a lot more coverage in the magazines, radio, whatever is covering the cycling. So we're not competing with road or mountain biking. So that in itself is great for the sponsorship. And also beyond that, I think it's really important to ride a cross bike or race cross to develop your skills, bike handling skills. So.
In terms of just you here today, last season for you, of all your cycling, road, off-road, emotionally, how does cross stack up in your career in terms of what you would miss after we talk to you in a year or two down the road? What will you miss the most about cycling, and what role will cross be on that mantle that GinaHall has of trophies?
I think because I've done so well in cyclocross that I'll just miss that. There's like a passion for it that I don't have for the other types of cycling, and I think it maybe comes back to the family atmosphere that we have at the race. A lot of friends will cheer for you. It's just so fun when you're at home. You can hear everyone lining the course, yelling your name, and that I don't know another type of racing that really has that. So I'll definitely miss that.
All right, GinaHall, thanks. Great job.